Welcome, my inquisitive longating admirers. Live from Melbourne Beach, Longating Lady again. Here we're going to discuss a matter, and if I could have a few moments of your time and still a few longating moments, share some calls, maybe some questions from our viewers, from fellow longating admirers, and see what's on their minds. I've got a few in the grab bags that we got in the mail that I'll be answering as well. So let's see what's on the longator's mind out there. You wouldn't be here if you wouldn't be asking a question about, would you? Okay, let me take a moment to share your queries. One being, I was asked recently, dear Longating Lady, we're having twins, what would be a safe longating name? Well, then you probably, if you're asking me this question, you'll probably have seen the segment on Name Your Baby. To name your baby is very important, for it's the first breath of life that your baby hears, knows, feels, touches, answers to, identifies with himself. So, a safe name, I give it much thought. I pondered and pondered long hours, and I come up with Max and Max. I know it sounds ridiculous. It may be hard to get around. Hopefully they'll look different, and if it's a girl, Max and Maxie, that will work even better. That's a safe name that's factual. For instance, what is your last name? We don't know your last name, caller, letter writer, however you contacted me. What is your last name? Could depend on what the first name could be. You could have a solid first name and have a bad last name that doesn't go with the first name, and vice versa. It's like every child molester has a mustache, but not everybody with a mustache is a child molester. Same concept. But be made aware. There are dangers in just about everywhere you turn. So Max, it's a simple thing. It's a long, solid name. Just a fax, Max, whatever. You never seen a fat Max? I've never seen an ugly Max. I've never even seen a gay Max. Not that that's bad. If I was gay, I would want my man to be called Max. Matter of fact, I call my men Max sometimes. It's not a little game we play every now and then. And I guess when it comes down to it, ladies, we are mostly and heavily, reluctantly responsible for the naming of the baby in the largest part. If you say your last name is Dover, we know not to name him Benjamin. He will not know a day's peace, that he will not feel angry toward you for being called what he does not anyone want to be, and what he doesn't want to be, Benjamin Bendover. Or he could be future serial killers or rapists, or even worse, he could resolve to a lifestyle of doing what is asked of him, bending over. We don't want that, do we? No, pick a good solid name like Max. You can't go wrong with Max. Okay, now, next thing on the list, Eda Johnson, he better have a big one, or he will never know a day's peace in PE. I learned from experience. I was well endowed as a young woman, and when I was going to junior high school, I had many experiences. I've seen even worse experiences than I ever had to go through. Yes, they're real. They're long since I was 14 years old, really 16. I had a hormone imbalance. It was something that my mother just, God love her, we just didn't see it coming. They just pumped out all overnight. I became a little longating girl too, a big longating lady with a big longating breasts. But they served me well. I don't mind having longating. They precede me. They are part of what I am, like my name's Sandy. My mother, God love her. It was asked, and it was written to me in a hypocritical, in a critical way, to question my source of where the name baby segment comes from, my view on that. It's not only my view, but I will tell you, I did not say this before, but my mother's name, and this is where her steadfast attitude comes from, is naming her children. Bonnie, Susan, Peggy, and Sandy, Sandra, Timothy, Tim, that's solid. Max, that's almost as good as Max, I got to tell you. No offense, Tim. Stevenson, that's not bad either. But my mother's name is Anita, as I told you before in the last segment. But I didn't tell you the last name and the dangers of where the whole concept came from. Her last name was Mann. Do the math. Put it together. Say it with me. I need a man. Say it faster. I need a man. Let me tell you, she made sure that that didn't happen to us. My last name could have been anything, and I won't go into what it was now anyway, because I'm an owl now. I'm an owl. I'm the Sandy Owl. I'm the rare, seen, much revered Sandy Owl. There you go. I just gave up my identity. I gave it up. I gave it up. Long, 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 long. Whatever has been the secret. But I shared with you, fellow Longators. I am the rare, hardly ever sported Sandy Owl. Hailing from the great Alps of the East Hampton Owls. That's where I was born from. That's where Anita Man was from. It's a long way away. But it was a lovely place. It was a lovely place. I planned to take my lover there too, so we can long eat love together. But anyway, getting back to what is important. I need a man. Needless to say, she's changed her name legally. This is the truth, not a joke. She changed her name legally to Anita Anatomy. Do the math on that one. Say it with me again. Anita Anatomy. What are you going to say about that? Has there ever been anything said that wasn't said about anatomy? No, not at all. She's got it going on. She's using the noodle gating. Gate. Long. Noodle gating. Noodle gating. Female gating is noodle gating. Male gating is noddle gating. Noddle and noodling. They make a hefty combination when it comes to elongating your life and practicing all the primitives of elongating, because they go for every aspect of your life. They've held a tried and true good experience for me. I have many experiences to share with you. Some personal, some that's never been told, some I've never even thought about really again in my life, that I only go to the innermost inners of myself through hypnosis and elongating levitivity and certain things that I've learned that you'll learn in the future, that you'll be able to practice as well. Have you ever had an orgasm lasting a long, lovely, lengthy, seems to be a lifetime? I guess by me asking that question, you don't need to know the answer now, do you? Longating. When one elongates, you'll see progress. When two of you elongate, you see the shit. That's what you do. I'm sorry, I said it. I cussed. Longating Lady said the cuss word. The sexual tried and true benefit for me. I loved it. And my husband loves it. He's a elongator. He's a sexy, sensual elongator. I don't even want to give me. He says, "Daddy, don't that. Don't even do it to me." It's a life levitating experience. Everyone should get to know it. Get to experience at least once in their life before they die. With any help from me and with your dedication, we can do that road. We can take it together.
I say, my lovely, for you, a luscious, long-eating lover of life, a luxurious liquor to please your luxurious lips, all of them.
Oh.
Well, I do believe.
I have to admit too. Just want to give you something, darling. Oh,
more champagne for you.
Thank you, darling. Oh, this is the way we drink champagne, from goblet to goblet together, and then we clink them. There you go. Here, darling. Here, darling. Ah, it's so sexual and sensuous in a silk elongating robe with a elongating logo on it from the coat of arms of elongating. Yes. Ah. You elongating little kitty.
She is beautiful, is she not?
Let me share something with you. Share a beautiful thing that we know and love it. We did all the time.
She is stunning.
My elongating husband gave me the very best compliment of any man that's ever given to me in my life. And men, he will give you permission. I expect he will give you permission that you can plagiarize this comment if you want to yourself. for a woman that you plan to coitate and elongate with in the future, or that you may have your eye on. He told me that I was the only woman that looked better naked than with clothes on. So it's very particular how he dresses me. So, I don't look bad with clothes on. And according to him, I don't look bad with them off either. Naked, elongating. They have that, you know. It's legal elongating. We're married. But come here. I'll show you the aphrodisiac of the audio of elongating. The part of elongating audio experience for the strong and the weak heart. If you can't get motivated, if this doesn't motivate you, nothing will. This is where we run away to, one of the elongating places of meditation that we run away to. No one can find us here, no one knows we're here. Now you do. This is the secret. Come with me. High security. There's the little bar down there, which we drink our Long Island iced teas. One after the other until we just get lusciously lushed. Come on. Listen to the sound, do you hear it? Can you hear the luscious sound of elongating levels of the tide going to and fro, to and fro? This is the pool. As you can see, elongating has been very prosperous for me. I'm rich in beauty of the world, and I see through the eyes of a elongator. It's like seeing through the eyes of a child, with nothing, without pollution, without doubt, without fear. Just a warm breeze that kisses your face. Elongating. Okay. Are you in the mood for elongating yet? Sometimes we'll get very naughty when we're elongating. We're looking at the people's windows. See, we have these, and we look when we watch them to see if they're elongating. That's all. We just want to know if they're elongating, and many times they are not. And we won't tell you what we do from there. But anyway. If you're interested in doing optional elongating, you may have to change counties or go out to the county which you live. It's a new thing, it's a trend, really, you know, they say. I've been seeing bumper stickers have lots of ideas, mailed in, sent in to me. Elongating is for everyone, as we all know. Elongating is for lovers. This is couture tags. They like to look homemade because elongating is recyclable. This paper is 100 years old. It's been toilet paper. Then onto be a tag. And people in Britain didn't write it, didn't make them either. We here at Longating Incorporated made them ourselves. For every caller, get you a tag. Elongating is for lovers. Ass, grass, and laughs. Anyone elongates for free. Because elongating is for everyone. And everyone can elongate. If you know how to do it and if you try. And with many hours of study and practice and living the life of elongating, you too can reap the rewards of a elongating lifestyle. Your children will be happy. You will make it the grade, hit to the point, and have the orgasms that last 3 hours that may send you to the hospital. So use with caution, okay? Setting off just for now. We'll get back to you. Next segment is on elongating and losing weight. The diet of elongators. What can we eat? Next time on Elongating. See you. Ciao, baby.